If you have experienced trauma, chances are you have experienced triggers, which are reminders of the trauma, but within a safe and calm situation. Even though you might be in a safe situation, your brain doesn't know the difference and acts as if danger is happening right here, right now, which means there's no reasoning. And you grab for whatever is around you to help you feel better in the moment, even if that thing is going to hurt you in the long run. So this might look like every time you see that red Toyota Corolla, the one that looks exactly like your abusive ex-boyfriend's, you want to take a U-turn and drive in the opposite direction, even if it means being late to or missing altogether that critical exam. Also, every time you get a piece of constructive feedback that reminds you of your father's voice in your head, the negative tape that runs over and over again, you want to go home and eat a gallon of ice cream, which only means hours of bloatedness in the long run. Or every time you see that one billboard, the one you saw right before that terrible crash, everything in your body wants to jump out of the car, even while it's still moving. These are all things that feel better in the moment, but really get in the way down the road. How do we calm our bodies from a trigger response without experiencing the extra pain after the relief wears off? I'm Dana Hicks, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, and I have 4 tricks you can use to calm your body from a trigger response without any regret. And they're all in the palm of your hands. So the good news is that in the midst of a trigger response, you can trick your brain into focusing, which automatically calms that nervous system just by using your hands. So the first trick is called tip-tap fingers. So one hand, put your thumb on your index finger. And the other hand, put your thumb, on your pinky. Okay, then you're going to switch fingers in the same direction, but they're different fingers that you're switching to. So in this case, you're switching to your middle finger. In this case, you're switching to your ring finger. Okay, so the thumb keeps going in the same direction. Both thumbs go in the same direction, but on different fingers until there's no more fingers to go. And then they switch directions back in the other direction. So that is like this. Okay, so trick number 2 is bow and arrow. So hold one thumb up and the other hand is going to point toward your fist. Okay, so this is the arrow and this is the bow. Now switch positions between your hands. So that looks like putting your thumb down, extending this forefinger, and then bringing this finger in and raising this thumb. Okay, and then you just go back and forth like that. So boom, 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 boom. And then once your brain gets a hold of that, it's really cool to speed the process up. And I don't know if I can do it. You have to use your brain for this. No thinking about anything else, right? Which is calming to the nervous system. So the next trick is called the spider. It's a lot of fun. All right, so hold your hand up in front of your body, your palm facing your body with your thumb up, okay? Your other hand is going to be facing out, your palm is going to be facing out on that hand. Your pinky and thumb match on the top, and your other pinky and thumb match on the bottom, okay, like a spider. So let go with your bottom attachment there and turn your palms in opposite directions so that the same thumb and pinky meet on the top now. okay? And then you're going to let go with the bottom and turn your palms in opposite directions again, but this time the thumb on the top is going to touch your ring finger, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing. Let go with your bottom attachment. Switch your hands in opposite directions, and now this thumb is going to touch the other ring finger, okay? And now let go with the bottom again. Switch your hands in the opposite directions. Now the thumb is going to touch the middle finger, okay? Now let go. Switch your arms or the palms in opposite directions, and the other thumb is going to touch the other middle finger, and so on. So let go with the bottom, turn in opposite directions, and your thumb is now going to touch your index finger. Okay, now let go of the bottom two fingers, switch in opposite directions, and now the thumb is going to touch your index finger. Again, your other index finger. Okay, now let go at the bottom, switch in the other direction, and your thumb touches your other index finger. Okay, and then if you keep going in that pattern, you start to go in the opposite direction. So you just were on the index finger, and then you go to the middle finger, and then the ring finger, and then the pinky. So the fourth trick is called gears. So align your palms in front of your body in a single file fashion, with one palm facing one side of the room and the other palm is facing the other side of the room. Okay? And the goal is to move one hand in one direction in a circular motion. At the same time, you move the other hand in the opposite direction. And so if you can do that, just practice, okay, maybe start with one, right? And then add the other one in a different direction. So actually, okay, one in one direction, the other one in the other direction, and then try to do them at the same time and at the same pace. So see that my hands are passing the midpoint at the same time and the top and bottom at the same time, right? Okay, so that's a challenge, right? And then you can try switching the direction of each hand. So this hand is going to go this way now, and this one's going to go the other way. Oh my goodness. Wow, that makes me concentrate. That's a little crazy, right? How could you be in the middle of a trigger when you are concentrating like that and moving your body in those ways? So to review, our tricks are tip-tap fingers, right? Number 2 is bow and arrow. Number 3 is spider. Oh, that one gets me every time. And number 4 is gears. So, in conclusion, these are all 4 things that you can trick your brain into calming your nervous system in the middle of a trigger. So, and the only after effect that you are going to have possibly is a boost in energy from using your brain creatively or from moving your fingers around. And that's not really even bad, right? So, and then also, you always have the props for this because it's all on your fingers and hands. Win-win, right? So, I would love to know which one is your favorite. How did they work for you? Anything you want to tell me in the comments below. And feel free to like, subscribe, and share with no strings attached.